It's 28.
No, today's Saturday.
Yes. And it's 28.
I
The
think it's,
day after Thanksgiving was 20.
no, Thanksgiving was, yesterday was 26.
Saturday is the 27th.
Don't doubt me, Grandma. I have enough trouble.
I sure thought it was the 27th. Honey, are you taking pictures of this? Did he take the picture of my bed?
Losing weight. Now,
Was-
where did you put the $10?
You were born in Shiro, Texas, is that right?
That's right.
And what year was that?
That was April 29, 1980.
1918.
Right. So that makes me 86.
And you were born in that big house of yours, of your dad?
Oh, a great big old house. You know, we have a little replica of it over here. I'll explain that to you later. And all of us were born in the house.
How many brothers and sisters did you have?
Oh, I only have 3 sisters, 1 brother.
3 sisters and 1 brother.
We were all born in that house, and that house was built by my great-grandfather in around 1860.
1860. Wow. What was it like to grow up there?
Oh, I had a happy childhood. It was probably, not too a flood, as you might say, but, kids don't know the difference. And so we were all really happy kids.
Was this in the Davy Crockett National Forest by chance? That's the big pine trees?
No, I'm not sure where that is, but the Sam Houston home was over in Huntsville, Texas, which was only about 18 miles.
That's pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
Real close. I remember driving through there and seeing Cut and Shoot and Lake Conroe
Yeah,
in that area in there.
Mhm.
I went water skiing in Lake Conroe.
right.
So when did you leave Shiro?
I think it probably was about 1936.
1936? Where did you go?
Well, I went to Houston, and I went to business college, and then I got a job. And that was pretty early, about 1939.
1939?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, when did you meet Paw Bettis?
That was probably in 1940.
1940?
Yeah, and we got married in 41.
How did y'all meet?
Well, he happened to be working with my brother-in-law, and brought him home for dinner one night, and we just kind of hit it off.
All right. And he went off to be in the Navy?
Right.
And what year was that?
That was, I believe, 43.
43?
Yeah. And then he had me come out, so I went out. And very soon I was expecting little Richard.
Little Richard?
And then within a year I was expecting your father.
Hmm.
I did work there before. I worked for something in the office of something called Solar Aircraft Agency. They built parts for planes. And that was
Okay.
during wartime,
Where was this?
That was in San Diego.
In San Diego?
Right.
Okay.
And we were out there for about 3 years. It was a great place to have a couple of kids. We could go to the beach, and the sun was nice.
Weather was nice?
Weather was wonderful, and little stores close by. I could just push them around in their strollers.
So y'all were there for 3 years?
We were there for 3 years.
When did you leave San Diego?
It was 1948. No, it was 46. It was 46.
1946.
Right.
And where did you go then?
We went to Houston.
Went to Houston.
There for a couple of years. Moved to Austin in 1948. And Pawpaw had come earlier and just bought the house, and I had not seen it. But we lived in that house for about 50 years.
And this is the house on Bentwood.
That's the house on Bentwood Road.
50 years, wow.
So I, went down to Victoria in about 1963, and I was down there for about 3 years. Came back to Austin, rented a little apartment, lived there until I moved here to the Renaissance, and I'm not sure just when that was. I think it was about 2000.
Okay. Tell us about growing up. Well, tell us about your kids growing up in Austin with my dad and Richard.
Well, they were just happy kids too. They just ran and played a whole bunch, and they had a lot of little neighbor friends.
Little Bob Caldwell.
Yes, and they, of course, went to school at Pease Elementary, and then went to University Junior High, and then went to Austin High.
Okay, and this was right by the airport.
Mm-hmm.
Remember
Mm-hmm.
the airplanes? I remember you took me out to the airport to watch the planes land.
Yeah, we saw that airport grow, didn't we? It was just a little tiny place where little tiny planes landed, and people had to walk downstairs and go off the plane right to the airport, and it was just real tiny little place. Then it just grew and grew and grew.
Well, you used to travel. I remember you went to Israel. And I
Oh,
remember
well.
you used to go on these trips.
Oh yeah, that was nice. Yeah, I did. I went to, Israel was the last, I think, overseas trip I took.
What other trips do you remember taking that you really enjoyed?
Oh, well, we just had lots of fun. You remember the cruises we took?
I remember going on a cruise with you.
Oh, we went on
I think
about
it was,
3 cruises. I went on 3 cruises with your mom and different members of the family. I don't think you were on all of them.
I remember the one that you and I went, and we were dancing. We looked up on the ceiling, and it was all a mirror. I remember that.
Oh, that was lots of fun, wasn't it?
Yes,
And
it
then
was.
we went on that little boat.
The Kon-Tiki boat.
Yes, and that was fun. And then Tricia and your mom and I, we took some little tours. It really was a nice little trip. We went on several cruises.
I always remember those cruises. They were a lot of fun.
Lots of fun.
Well, you just took a trip to Las Vegas.
Why did I go to Las Vegas?
She went to Sedona.
Sedona. Not.
Oh, yeah, Sedona.
You went to Las Vegas to see my sister get married. And then you went to the Grand Canyon.
Yes, then later I went with Richard and Marilyn to Sedona, and that was a sight. Have you been there?
I have not been to the Grand Canyon.
It's something you need to do. Everybody should do that. And I did want to do it. And I really enjoyed the sightseeing. It's great. In fact, this little magazine right here shows you just really how
I see the magazine Sedona 2002-3 official guide.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, we went last year, I believe. I'm not sure just exactly.
Well, someday I will have to go there.
Yeah, you will.
I'll have to check it out. Do you remember, I don't know why I'm thinking of this right now, I just thought it was funny, when we all met at the airport for Tricia's wedding, and you and Mimi were both in a wheelchair, and Dad and I, we were running behind for the dinner rehearsal.
Yeah.
And we were racing through the casino with Dad pushing you into a wheelchair and me pushing Mimi. And Dad was a little bit ahead, and Mimi looked at me and said, "Giddy up, there's nothing wrong with your legs." She wanted me to keep up with you and Dad.
Oh, okay.
I remember they did your makeup real nice and
Oh, yes, it was really an exciting time to be in Las Vegas when Tricia was being married, wasn't it?
yes, it was.
And
It
I
was a
thought it
wonderful
was
time.
just so nice. She was such a beautiful little bride.
Yes, she was.
Mhm.
She was really something else.
Yeah.
Well, tell us about your wedding when you and Papa got married.
Well, that's a different story. That was back in 1940. We married in my sister's mother-in-law's home. And they had just decorated it and tried to make everything really, really neat. And she had a 2-story house. So they had me walking down the stairs. And I was not in the formal wedding clothes. I was married in a little navy blue dress with a little white collar of some kind. And it was really quite formal looking in a way. But it was not a really wedding dress. And we got married at, I guess, 8 o'clock on March 15, 1940. It's 8 o'clock in the evening. And there was a little lady there that played the piano and sang. And the minister from back in Shiro, Reverend Anderson, married us. And Uncle Joe was best man. And I had a little friend named Beth Hasley that was my little bridesmaid. And Anna Lane, I guess, was my matron of honor. And Uncle Joe was best man
For Papa.
for and we went to Galveston for our honeymoon. And it was on a Friday night we married, and we were there Saturday and Sunday, and we had to come back Monday. And I went to work, and Daddy went to work. And that was then we just started off, and it was work and raising children.
I
Oh, yeah, we got married, though, and he had to leave, and go to the Navy. And then I went later, and then we had the kids, and you know the story from there.
You mentioned Galveston. I remember growing up, we'd always go to Galveston for vacations.
Oh, I loved
thinking just how
Galveston.
pretty
I
beach that
really
was.
loved Galveston. People go more now to South Padre
Yeah.
and down on Padre Island, but I used to love Galveston. I don't think it's as good to go to now. I'm not sure. I haven't been in a long time.
I haven't been either.
We'll have to go sometime.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will.
Yeah, I thought we went back.
I haven't been. I think the last time I was in Galveston was 1988. That was a long, long time ago. I would love to see Galveston.
Yeah, I'm sure it's changed a whole lot since the early days. Like, there weren't all the condominiums and all the hotels. Virginia, can we take a breather?
I count one
Except-
times.
Except that the chimneys were outside. Excuse me. And, of course, by the time I was born, this part had been removed, and the kitchen was inside.
So it was just this piece right here?
Right, it was.
And not this piece?
Not that piece.
Not this whole area?
Right.
Okay, so it was like this.
It
Can we
might
see
have
that
been
front?
higher
Can you
or
twist the
something.
front porch around?
Did it have a porch like that?
Porch light? No.
A porch like that?
The porch, yes, it was, but it had, little railings around here. That's Maryland. I won't have to come down there. But
Is this a vacation or a conference?
it's a conference of some kind.